Support for City Series Baseball is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Welcome here to Ellet as we begin our APS 15 high school baseball coverage. And we start with two great teams here in the City Series. The first one being the Ellet Orangemen and the Firestone Falcons. We're out here on a beautiful day video-wise. It's going to be a little windy, so you're going to hear, I'm going to sound like I'm in a tunnel because I'm trying to block the wind from our microphones, but you'll hear it catch in there a little bit. Gust up into the 40-mile-an-hour range, but beautiful 70-degree weather as we're here looking for baseball. On the mound is going to be for the Orangemen, Zach Artist, and so far doing well. He's got a ball and a strike so far on Dustin James of the Falcons. That one's going to be low. Both coaches talking about, and we'll have interviews of them at the when we can. And Joe Bakansky, we'll have him when we can. He's en route here. But certainly both teams, their first time out on the field all year, and the first time is going to be a windy day. That one in the dirt again for Artis as he's got another ball. And both coaches talked about the difficulty of the slow field and the high wind, especially for both pitchers. Both teams coming back with lots of veteran leadership. Artist comes in. That one's for a strike, and that'll be the third strike, and he's out. So the first out, he had two strikes and 2 balls, and that gives him the first out of the inning. Next up is going to be Jake Eberly. And he's going to set up so off the first person. Artist does well. Gets him out. Jake is going to be the catcher. I'm sorry, Jake, the pitcher. That one low. Gets out of reach, but no harm there because he's got no one on base so far. Still here in the first. And it's going to be interesting, Peter, as Peter George and Dave Schick here for your broadcast. You look in the background, there's no leaves on the trees yet. We're playing baseball already without it. Second ball. But as we go through our broadcast, there will be leaves coming out. There's some flowers coming out in my front yard. Hopefully they are for you guys out there watching as well. That one tipped from behind for a strike. One. Sorry, 2-2. Getting some encouragement from the coaching staff. Artist with the 2-2. That one tipped. Stays alive. You can tell this is my first game too because I did my lineup card all wrong. Oh boy. That one hit, ground ball right through the gap, and he can't get it. That'll go into the center fielder, and Jake squiggles one through and gets on base on a 2-2 count.
Now coming up is going to be Ben Hayes. So now he's look for it on the dirt. Gets back in time. Nothing like diving on some wet soil that's just barely dried out from the sun. But they keep him honest. There's a strike there. Artist ready to pitch. Throws it low. Catcher does a great job keeping it in front of him. And he sent it to Jacob Eisenhart. So not just give the boy a name, but he's doing a great job keeping it in front of him. Delivers it. Runner's gonna go. He's looking to throw. Eisenhart with a hard throw. It's there. And he got him. Eisenhart catches him stealing on the throw. Thrown out at second. So good job by the pitcher with the strong arm. He's been able to practice that inside, that's for sure. This one popped up for another strike. He's got 2 strikes.
Looking to get him out here. 2-2 count. Taking his time. And looking for the pitch. Infield coming in. Ball behind Eisenhart, but nowhere to go. That's going to be the 3rd ball. So now we have a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Full count to Hayes. Goes with the strike, connects on it. Into center field, way back there. And into the fence. He's going to round first, stay at second.
Hayes with a full count sends it right to center field and gets a double. So force the hand of Artist to throw the strike, a low strike in the zone, and Hayes drives it out. And sets us up now for Cody Von Stein. That hit, he's gonna, Eisenhart not in time, and he will take the ball and advance the runner. So low throw, gets him going. Woo, and that wind's a going, you can hear it. One 0 the count. Arson comes in, line drive back out over the first base head into right field. And gonna keep it a single, but that allows a run to score. So Van Stein with the RBI. And Ben Hayes, off the beautiful hit, gets the first run. Artists, tough first outing here. Tough draw really for them. Really probably our best 2 teams here in the City Series. That one again for a ball. Now up is going to be Richard Burrows. Why? 'Cause that's where I am on my scorecard as well. Rewriting everything. Oh. It's been a while. That one low. Looked at it. Gave him 2 balls. He wanted that one for sure. It was low part of the zone. This one again low, but he gets him swinging on that one. 2-1 the count now. It's weird, Peter. The rest of me is cold, except for my back, because I have a sweater, and it's in the sun. That part's nice and warm. That one high for another ball. 3-1 the count. Oh, probably one of the worst places for a pitcher to be in is in this count, because you know you can't pull any tricks. You don't want to send him to first and get 2 on. That one a late call, but he got it. So now a full count. He's worked his way back. All right, here we go now. This is what we've been waiting for. Runner goes, and he walked him on the ball. So he gets his own base. There's a walk. And we're going to talk with the pitcher a little bit as they come in for a meeting. While we have a break, let's take a listen to a little more from their coach as to what he kind of felt their strength is for their pitching.
Tell me a little bit about today's pitching and kind of what they bring to the mound being your opening game. You. We're
That's the wrong one, so I apologize. Well, Peter, maybe I don't have it. I bet you. Hold on. Oh boy. Well, that might have some technical difficulties, but we'll see if we have it. I don't know. I got to clear these folders out, I guess. Well. Hey, Joe. Joe is here. I do have it, see? All right. There, we'll cut in.
I want to talk a little bit about starting pitching just so we can get the background.
Wow, I'm talking really fast. Well, it doesn't always work out. Let's see here. How'd I change the speed? Seems odd, huh? Turn it off, turn it back on the hit. They move it forward on the, the lost ball advances both of them. So now second and third. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this pitching thing in, because Joe's gonna have to get on. That's gonna slow me down with Joe. On the pitch, that one in the dirt. Damon Goosetree. A 1-2 count, and has been able to move runners without taking a swing with some bad pitches in the dirt. I don't know, maybe Artist being confused with my technical difficulties of recording his coach talk about stuff. That one right into the glove, and he got it. And that'll do it as no one else runs through. But at the at the top of the first, Firestone takes the lead, 1-0. All right, here's your lineup card, but I have to fill out another, because I didn't set the lineups right to actually take stats. Oh, a back. That's nice. Nicely's up. Oh, we should cut. Oh, okay. Hey, there you go. Nicely's up. start. I'm gonna take some of the stuff off, Peter, because it's starting to. I'm dying. The human windscreen is not the best idea, folks. I'm just telling you. I just loaded up on clothes, hoping for the best. Pitching it nicely is going to be Jake
Eberly.
Eberly.
Okay. Do you want these that you've already written down, partner?
Well, see, you can't take stats with those, so I'm rewriting them as we speak.
Okay.
So that way I leave space to actually take stats. But if you let me see it, I can continue to write
Yeah,
yours.
go ahead.
Because I'm nice that way, and also because I
We'll
have.
start with that one. That's Firestones.
You have the other.
Ball gets away. I have Firestones and I have Ellets right here.
Yeah, so I have a correct Firestone one for stat taking.
Oh, you do?
Here shortly.
That's okay. Yeah.
Because they obviously lit off. I need to see the.
Sure, I'll call it. You write them down. I'll call it. 2-1 offering. Fastball up and in. On a windy day here at Ellet.
First time both
Orangemen
teams have been
Stadium.
outside.
Yeah.
Can you
Wow.
believe
It's been that kind of winter and spring.
it? Where's the little one?
The little one got dropped off. Yeah, he got dropped off. It was a little long wait. Good news, but long wait. Leadoff walk there.
By nicely.
Yeah. It's going to bring Christian Burkhardt up. That's going to force Eberly into the stretch. Big lead as he throws over. Yeah, when in a winter like this, where this is your maybe first time on a real field, want to keep things real simple as possible. You worked on a lot of things in the gym, bunt coverages, a lot of swings, taking balls off of the gym floor.
Well, and we've seen so far with Ellet, with Zach Artisan, is that wind, when they release that ball, it's moving it.
Ground ball through the hole on the left side for a single, and it's kicked into left field, but the runners will not advance. Ellet, defending City Series champions in business here, first and second, nobody out.
But Artisan. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
You see what I did?
Yeah, we'll put it down and then we'll copy it.
That's what I'm doing.
You're awesome. Shortstop Brandon Arnold to the plate. Younger version of Firestone team, graduated 6 seniors last year. Looking for answers, a lot of youth.
But a lot of pitchers with a lot of innings from last year.
Fastball strike for Eberly. Gets ahead there. Wind is jetting out to left field. You get one up in the wind stream today, you might be able to trot here. And out. Curveball is hung, and it's drilled into left field. And Ellett's starting real well here. Base hit and RBI for Arnold. Brings the cleanup batter, Jacob Eisenhart, to the plate. Eisenhart, the catcher. Eberly has given up both of those singles on his breaking ball, which he's just left over too much of the plate. Ellet hitter's doing a nice job staying back. Gets ahead again with the fastball. Thank you. Well, this is awesome. I'm spoiled now.
I realized as I got all the rosters that I didn't put them on right, so then I started recopying them.
That curveball lands over. 0-2 now on Eisenhart. Firestone put 2 on in the first inning, but they left them out there. Couldn't push anyone across. Ellet, that one gets away.
Yeah, and that's how we had advanced runners before in the top of the first inning. Is right when you release that ball, that wind is just going to push it, and the catchers, they've got a tough job today, that's for sure.
Eisenhart barely held up on that. Real close to going. Doesn't go. The wild pitch gets runners now to second and third. Still nobody out. Fastball, though, catches Eisenhart looking, and he knew it as he heads back to the dugout. Big first out there for the Falcons. Everly trying to pitch out of trouble. Left-handed stick. Andrew Neal to the plate. Everly comes set and gets ahead, doing a nice job getting ahead of hitters. Neal swings through. Oh, man, what a great day to hit. About 40 degrees warmer than it has been, and the wind just jetting out. And there he hits it into that jet stream, and this one's going to die. A great diving attempt in left field, but it's down, and that's going to score a run all the way into second base with a double is Andrew Neal. Real nice effort in left field.
About a foot short.
Yeah.
And probably, if it weren't so wet out there, probably enough traction to get that step that he needed to be right where that ball dropped. What are you looking for, Joe? Reading my bad handwriting?
We're looking for the left fielder that made the effort on it. We'll get him. Don't worry. We got it on the yellow sheet. Wow.
Left field is Damian Goostree.
All right, Goostree laid out. Got a little glove on it, but couldn't stick it. Andrew Neal, the beneficiary, with that double in RBI. So one out, second and third, two already in for the Orangemen.
I will say this, when I got here, Joe, I was greeted by the cheerleaders coach.
Hey, another shot.
Almost same spot, a little lower.
They'll hold him.
Cut out. And again, bobbled. I mean, it's hard. Peter and I were talking about just how difficult it is for him to hold a camera, let alone play a sport.
Yeah, he's going to earn it today.
I think he said we can thank Ryan for this. I think is that exactly what it
We're in the wide open, and that's going to
Well, I will say this.
bring a visit to the mound here.
I'm going to come home with a tan.
Or windburn, either way.
I'll have frostbite and a tan at the same time.
So Ellet not showing the ill effects of not being outside. 4 hits already in the first inning. A walk and 4 hits. And none of them have really been a bloop. Thank you. Let's see if you're right. Yes, Damian Goostree, you're right, is the left fielder, and he's gotten a ton of action so far.
I'm not great, but I know a couple of things.
To the plate, Jake DeBrantz, the right fielder. It's opening day. Ah, you gotta love it, right? Especially with a 40-mile-an-hour wind. Thank you for the clipboard too. Glad you got the memo. Ball 1.
Well, considering I bring a clipboard to basketball where there is no wind or weather.
Matt Dees did a nice job of picking that one out of the dirt.
Makes me feel real official when I walk up there with a clipboard.
First and third, Eberly steps off, or was he blown off the mound?
I was saying at the beginning of the game, probably about 40 miles an hour, between 30 and 40 gusts.
At least it's blowing at our backs and not in our face.
That's why I picked this side of the field.
Stolen base there for Connor Klein on the first-third situation.
It was so funny talking with the coach. Like, oh, this is the first game.
Yeah, right.
Like,
They don't got much to tell you. They're like, I don't know what to expect, right? Well, I know this. Oh, I think a knuckleball there, and I guess that was high. Goodness. certainly look good from this angle. 2-1 now. On to Brants.
And they talked about, talking with the coach of Ellet before the game, is they don't have a lot of players that have played a lot of varsity, but they have a lot of seniors. So just a lot of upperclassmen that have been around.
Guys waiting for their shot.
Yeah. And he felt that, obviously they've had some good pitchers come back, but hitting is probably one of their strengths as well. They've had some good starting pitching, but the hitting has been really nice, and we see it there as the timely hit, sacrifice to get it in.
Yeah, 3 unassisted there for Dubrance, but he does drive a run in for the second out. Throw late to home as Neal was going on contact to score the 4th run here for the Orangemen. Connor Klein moves over to third, and that will bring up the 8-hole hitter. Brandon Bella, oh boy, I can't read your writing.
Badaluka.
That's what I was going to go with.
Badaluka, sorry.
Badaluka, the left fielder,
Okay,
takes ball 1.
For one, I'm writing this in the dugout.
Twice.
So then I wrote it down, and then I'm like, I still have to write this again. So, of course, I came out. Why? I have no idea.
Chopper in front of the plate. It goes foul.
And
luckily for Badaluka.
I went right back in the dugout to rewrite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to come back in here where there's no wind. And that's actually the neater handwriting, Joe. But if you want a prescription, I can probably write you one.
There's no prescription for what ails me. Number 1 on the back, Badaluka takes the slow deuce, and he takes it for strike 2. Eberly trying to pitch out here. He's given up 4 runs in the first, all earned.
All right, it's only taken me about an inning to get everything rewritten. I'm on it now. Hey, I can watch the baseball.
Strike 3, ball is not handled, but it's thrown out, and that'll go as a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Eberly in the first, but 4 runs for the Orangemen on 4 hits and 1 left on after 1 inning play. It's the Ellet Orangemen 4 and Firestone Falcons 0. Back here in the top of the second. Bottom of the order due up for the Falcons. Aricey, White, and Terrell. Alex Aricey, the first baseman. Again on the hill for the Orangemen, throwing gas is Connor Klein. A 1 offering. Klein comes right back with the fastball. Evens the count. Dave, I know I'm not that close, but this field looks in pretty good shape for all the conditions. It can't be that firm yet though, especially in the outfield.
Yeah, I think the infield's not bad. You can see just the mound is still pretty wet, so you're not really going to get any.
They've done a lot of work on this infield. Used to have terrible lips here, and it looks like they've really done a lot of work to level it out. That 1-2 pitch just missed.
And around the edges, getting to the batter's box is pretty soggy.
Yeah.
And I assume the outfield has some spots that's pretty soggy as well.
Curveball swung on and waved at. Strikeout for Aricey. And Connor Klein got the first 2 in the inning, and then, or 2 of the first 3, gave up a hit and left 2 on.
Really good fielding saved him a bit.
Yeah.
That one tipped back to White.
Corbin White, the batter. Third baseman. definitely a younger version this year. Firestone team. We've seen them in the past have some big boppers. A little bit younger, smaller, more youthful version.
That kid last year was like 6'5", 250.
Tough draw out of the gate here of what has traditionally been our City Series final game.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, the first game, and you know that a lot of times it's going to get rescheduled, and it's usually the one you're going to have to make up. As you see, he bonked him.
Yep.
As you see, pretty much all the leaves behind us in those yards are now coming across the field.
Oh, I got plenty in my yard from everywhere.
If you didn't rake an Ellet, your leaves are here right now.
Well, White takes that one off the back shoulder, and it might have stung a little bit, but it doesn't sting his on-base percentage. He gets on, hustles down to first. Anthony Terrell, the 9-hole hitter.
Yeah.
Try to get something going here for the Falcons. Comes set, gets ahead. A lot of first pitch fastballs, as you might expect, on this first day of April. I think you'd take this weather on any day in April, though, Dave. I mean, you'd like the wind to shut down a little bit, but goodness, we have not had blue skies and temperature even approaching 60 degrees.
Outside of the baseball game we're trying to have, it seems pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Pop up, and the wind pushes that one back just out of play.
Well, and you had said there for a second, you know, obviously if you get a hit of it, you can send it, you can drill it out. But if it's a little bit off.
You know, that one started out over by the track, and the wind did bring it back. Still enough to stay out of play, but you can't give up on anything. And if you hit one, you know, if you hit a pop-up today, you better hustle. You should always be hustling out, but you better hustle it out, because coming out of the gym with this wind, it could get interesting.
What do I do with my recorder?
Curveball, and that one starts out, but look at it come back, and
what a catch.
it's juggled, and I think it's
catch.
dropped. Nope, they say no. He did overrun that a little bit, and then he overran it, and the wind pushed it back, and Neal had it, but he didn't have a good feel of it, and then he got in that soggy ground, and that one falls. Let's see if Terrell can take advantage. Goes as a foul ball. If Terrell reaches, he'll get an error for it. I like our spot here on the third base side. In the dirt. Now he'll be a strikeout. Can't reach on that, but he'll go on the wild pitch. Terrell strikes out for the second out of the inning. White advances to second on the wild one, and that'll bring top of the order, shortstop Dustin James to the plate. How you been, partner?
Good. Been very good.
Indians had their opener last night. They won. It was at 10
great.
o'clock in Oakland. I fell asleep and watched it this morning.
Great pitching, and I think at the end of the season we're going to be sorry they didn't get that extension done. I think Masterson's going to have a good year.
You know guys in their contract year, how that usually works.
3 years. You got to try something.
Get him a deal. Yesterday they did sign Jan Gomes. I mean they have club options with him through 2021. So if you like what you see behind the dish with him, I certainly do defensively. They got him locked up, and if he can stay healthy. And they played Carlos Santana at third base game one. Send a message.
Yeah, I think the pieces are there. Yeah,
Throw back, and it's thrown away by the catcher as they try to throw back. Firestone advances to third on the throwing error. Go get the batter is what, and I would imagine Coach Sarver's saying at this point. I got a 4-run lead and a guy that's struck out the last 2 hitters.
Do you have the voice recorder over there?
I might. Let me stand slowly. I hope it didn't blow away.
Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm. Was I sitting on it?
I don't think it might have just been down there.
Curveball, that one left upstairs. Two strikes, 2 outs. Fouled away. James stays alive. Connor Klein looking to strike out the side here. Klein back on the rubber here after a little bit of a delay. And that ball is laced up the middle and Firestone's on the board. Nice 2-out, 2-strike hitting by Dustin James. Give the Falcons a little bit of momentum there.
Had a chance to talk with the coach prior to the game about Artis' pitching. If I can line it up right. Here we go.
Yeah, it's not a little windy, but I wanted to talk a little bit about your starting pitching, just so we can get some background on what he brings to the mound today.
Oh, Zach Artis, experienced pitcher. He has a decent fastball with some good movement. Has developed a pretty good breaking ball and a good changeup. Very experienced. His biggest deal is having to deal with the wind and first time out on a mound dirt without pitching off of a wooden mound inside. So if he can accomplish that and be able to be comfortable in both, then I think he'll be around the plate and do well.
See, Peter, I did
Nice.
figure it out.
I'm glad you said that because I've been calling Artis Connor Klein. My apologies, Connor Klein doing the hitting, Artis doing the dealing on the mound here.
Oh yeah, sorry they
No, that's okay.
changed that up on me.
That's understandable.
They're like, oh yeah, by the way, that's not what you have on your card.
Well, Eberle on the hill, but now he's at the plate trying to help his own cause here with 2 outs. Taken all the way there on the 3-0. Firestone trimming into that lead a little bit here.
See, I can do a little more when you're around here, Joe, because I don't have to talk as much. Set up my sound bites and not get them playing like I'm a chipmunk. On the 4, gets the walk. Oh boy.
I am glad I'm not on the first base side or in center field today, because I'm just getting a little bit of windburn on my right side of my face, or maybe a lot. 2 outs here, conversation on the mound.
And Joe, just to catch you up, you weren't here at the top of the first. They met at the top of the first as well, with Artis kind of having trouble getting people out, kind of overall.
Yeah, he really started the inning well here, and you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then another strikeout, and then 2 strikeouts. And then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, you know, the strikeout, and then he had the hit by pitch when he had the 0-2 count, and then, kind of let it go here the last two batters, and now he's to the middle of the order. Ben Hayes, center fielder. 2 men on, 2 out, and a chance to get the Falcons back into the ball game.
And Hayes, a good hit last time up. Looking to do the same now. Here in the second.
He takes that one.
For a strike.
Yeah, looked like it was a little bit below the knees, but good location for Artis. And you always wonder what pitch counts are going to be like here today. You know, first day over 50 degrees all year. Guess it depends how much work these teams have got done inside. And Artis right back. Off speed over the plate. 0-2 now on Hayes. He's going to have to protect here.
And that's what we've seen. You have a good at-bat and a bad at-bat.
Right.
One pitch away from sending this one to be the good one. I think someone's children are blown away too.
That curveball misses upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't. Okay.
I'm going in front of the camera.
Oh, my son would. There'd be no way he couldn't do it. He'd have to do it.
On the Jumbotron. You see the, looks like Garfield's in town for a track meet as well.
Yeah.
Next door to us here at the sports complex.
I think in track today you'd be real fast going one way and then not so much another.
I definitely wouldn't want to be throwing discus today.
Another meeting of the minds trying to get on the same page. Two and two with 2 outs on the 3-hole hitter for the Falcons, Ben Hayes.
My walkie-talkie move.
Yeah. I'm just going to sound like I'm in a tunnel.
Well, you got your windscreen on. That's a little helpful. Mine's just blowing, so I'm trying to help us. Trying to help the ears of our APS listeners, watchers.
Oh, is that what that ball is, a windscreen?
Yes. Man,
getting all technical on me.
One of us went to school. One of us did not.
One of us went to school for a long time, but probably a little longer than he should have.
Oh, you gotta attend all those classes?
Oh no, I attended plenty. I just kept changing my mind. Full count, runner should be in motion here with 2 outs.
My wife always gives me little hints. She's like, "Do you know you can get your teaching license from Lakeland?" I'm like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah." I just want to put that out there, hon. Thanks, dear.
The baby boomers are retiring in droves, they say.
Oof. I think she just wants me to do that so I can still be home with the kids. Like, so you kind of bring in more income than just sitting at home, but you still are off when it's a snow day.
That's true. Runners in motion again. Fastball by him.
Brought the heat.
And he strikes out the side, but not before the Falcons get a run on a hit. And 2 more left on for them after 1.5 innings. It's Ellet 4, Firestone 1.
Off an error.
First pitch, pop up the chute, and adventurous it is not as Eberle takes control there for the first out of the inning. That was Smothers, so he F1s for the first out.
Yeah, I gotta take better stats, Joe.
We need to get a score. I think it's 4-1. But the knuckleball action could be devastating in this wind. But nicely says I'm not going to offer that. Takes it for ball 1. Ball in the dirt. To Nicely. It's leadoff hitter for the Orangemen. He walked his first at bat. Nicely gives that a drive to right center, and the wind pushes that one to the wall in the gap. Nicely on his way, and he'll hold up at second with a double.
All right, I got to figure it out.
That'll bring second baseman Christian Burkhart to the plate. He's singled in the first. Eberly not fooling anybody so far in this Orangeman lineup.
When we have a break, we can kind of hear about his strengths from his coach before the game. Whenever you're ready, Joe.
Lord knows
How
I'm
about
not
after
really,
this at bat?
I'm not really taking any stats anyway.
Yeah, you are. You're behind the scenes. Off-speed pitch misses a little bit inside. 1-1 the count on the second baseman for the Orangemen. Epperly gets that one in the dirt.
That'll get him to third.
Yeah, nicely
Hold up there.
advances easily on that one. Yeah, it looked like Dees tried to pick that one instead of blocking it. Good read by Nicely as he waltzes into third.
3-1 our count now.
Or not. Two. Now it's 3-1.
There you go.
Hey. I'll also have your lottery numbers later in today's broadcast. Your pick 5 and pick 3.
Got in on the hands a little bit. That one's fouled off.
Here's a full count now.
I think we saw Richard Burrows warming up a little bit in between innings. I don't know if he's the first in. Oh, and they're going to pick him off.
Goes into third. They got it there. Too late and he's safe. Great running there by Nicely.
They had the play, but Nicely just breaks on it, and he'll get a stolen base on that as he steals home.
And I was going to say, Joe,
Yeah.
When he first took the step off the bag, you know, how much distance do you like? Because he took a pretty good lead on it.
I would say too much, but it works out for him.
And when he hopped, he just went. There was no even thought of going back to the bag. Off he went.
If you make it there, that's okay. If you don't make it there with no outs and 2, 3, 4 coming up, that's not good. But it works out for him.
foul ball on the full count.
Burkhart gets a piece, just enough Dees couldn't quite hold on the high fastball.
5-2 your score. We did have one run in the first.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I think I had the run part right. Yeah, they did have one run.
Okay, 5 deuce. We'll check that in between innings.
Rest of my bad stats.
That's got to be strike 3. It is, but ball is dropped, but thrown out at first. Burkhart goes down looking for the first out of the inning. 3 strikeouts now for Eberly. It's what's come in between that's been the problem. Already 5 hits.
Here's what their coach had to say about Jake's pitching.
Can you tell me a little bit about today's pitching and kind of what they bring to the mound being your opening game? You.
We're throwing one of our seniors, Jake Eberly. Jake threw for us very well last year. We're counting on him to be the ace of our staff this year, so we're excited to get him out there, see what he can do. It's going to be a matter if we play defense behind him.
There you go. Short and sweet,
Yep.
folks. I do like that there's double wind, because there's wind during the interview and then wind while I'm playing it. Because if the wind
Does that balance out?
if it wasn't bad enough, 2 wins don't actually cancel themselves out. They just make it worse, folks. Oh, good reach for that hit.
Yeah, off speed. It looked like he got a little bit off the end, but does a nice job of turning on it. And Brandon Arnold, 2 for 2. And The Orangemen having no problem with the off speed of Eberly. They have come out ready to play, that's for sure.
Home turf.
Eisenhart, the batter. He struck out in his first AB. Takes fastball down the middle for strike one.
Tried him that
What do you
time.
think of
He
the
got
Falcons' new age uniform? Certainly not a traditional look for them, I would say.
I just wonder, because we haven't seen it translate. Like, Ellet got new uniforms for all their sports, but didn't really change the design too much. More in the basketball.
More traditional.
More basketball was changed. Football, a little update, but not too much. But I wonder if they're gonna go with that kind of F Falcon. You know, as the new high school gets done, just kind of take that over as the new emblem for their
Logo?
sports. Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't like it, but
Hey, I appreciate your honesty.
yeah, I don't really like it.
Is it on the hat as well?
The
The hats I don't mind. The uniforms I'm not.
Yeah, I like
I'm
more
not
of
quite
the
sold
block
on. I need to see
lettering.
more.
I'm a block letter type person.
Ball goes the other way. Eisenhart shoots it that way, but it's foul.
Let's see, what else did I ask? I asked the coaches about pitching, conditions, and preview of the season.
The conditions.
Just to let you know, Joe.
The conditions not ideal today, other than the temperature. I mean, the wind will play havoc a little bit defensively. The field's already pretty choppy.
Oh, the temperature and the sun are nice. That one's high.
Yeah. I can feel it on my neck right now, Dave.
Oh, if you would have wore a sweater like me, so you could have a windscreen. you'd
No,
be
I
set.
don't. Sweater. I have a jacket in the car. You need it?
Well, I remember
Oh,
last
line drive, and that's going to be caught for the third out.
last time we were at Firestone. It was this time, and it was freezing in the press box. I had like 3 jackets on.
I remember that, and the wind still got us there. But we'll take it.
5-2 your score. There at the end of the second. We'll start the top of the third here shortly.
And back here for the top of the third inning. Von Steen, Burrows, and Goosetree due up for the Falcons. Von Steen doubled in a run in the first inning.
Why can't they? We have these nice stat sheets that we got from, I don't know, from the internet, we'll say. But why don't they have those for basketball? Why can't I get a free basketball
I can't find anything good
stat
for basketball.
sheet online? Why is it like the holy grail of Google? You can't have a basketball stat sheet.
You're right. Basketball, we have to make our own. And Von Steen is on a baseball today. Line drive into left field for a hit.
Opposite field of last time.
Yeah, he's showing it both ways.
Oops. Let's put it in the right inning, though.
Richard Burrows now to the plate. Burrows, the right fielder. Big left-handed hitter.
So, Joe, when you play baseball, is it, like, imperative that you have cool sunglasses? Like, you're going to be out there a lot.
I hardly ever wore them, and that one's thrown away, but no advance, luckily, for the Orangemen.
See, like, once you're kind of in it, I could see the investment of some cool sunglasses. Like, not the ones you get at the drugstore. You know, like the Ray-Bans.
Yeah, but my whole thing is you buy a nice pair of
Oakleys.
Oakleys and then you break them. That's,
Oh,
whew.
trust me, I broke mine. It was not fun. I got them free from a Christmas party, and then broke one of the arms on them, and you can't buy replacement arms.
Oh, you gotta love the guys that like play the outfield and then wear them on top of their hat and then lose a ball in the sun though. Which I've seen at the major league level, so you can't get on high school kids for it. They're just going by what. I know when I coached, I always had cool glasses though.
I had to put this. I put this like foam thing on my glasses so I can wear them when I'm jet skiing. Because I tend to fall off a lot because I do stupid stuff. And it's like you fall off and you're like, oh, where are my glasses at?
Do you ski with skis or barefoot?
No, I'm just on the jet ski, not
Oh,
water
you do
skiing,
jet
yeah.
skis. Okay, you don't water ski.
No.
I've never water skied. I've done jet skis.
I like an engine about 35 miles an hour and jumping over waves and so forth.
Awesome.
Oh, the first time I went out, and this is just because I'm reminiscing because it feels like summer.
Yeah.
So we went out over vacation and we fixed these older jet skis up, and we had a small craft advisory, which is about my favorite time to go out. It's like, oh, this looks potentially hazardous. I should go out there. And I had all these friends come over. They came into the campsite to come jet skiing. I'm like, well, let's go. I took he's what, 13, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to go out again. I took his sister out. She's 10. She's like, this is awesome. Go over all the waves as fast as
The
you
adventurous
can.
one. Where do you do that at? On the lake?
It was right on Lake Erie.
Lake Erie can get rough.
I'm really not a fan of going on small lakes anymore for that reason.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's not. I mean, you can go out there, you'll have fun, but the lake's just so big that you can find stuff to do everywhere. You know, boats are out there creating waves. There's spots that just gets shallow, that just has big waves. And then, like, I went out for a while and just found like a tree in the middle of the lake.
Uh-huh.
You could see the top of a tree had been
Oh,
dragged
that's
out
neat.
there.
Firestone
Cool
in
stuff.
business here. Bunt attempt
look
popped
the wrong
up
way.
by Goose Tree.
Yeah.
Falls far. 2 on, nobody out here, and the Ellet bullpen is getting busy over there on the first base side.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, there we go.
Artists, as we've mentioned, both these pitchers have made a lot of pitches. I don't see them going too deep into this ball game.
No. And I think some of it is the weather, the time of year. Because even if you're throwing the perfect pitch,
Probably have a pitch count today anyway.
by the time it gets there, it's gone through about 3 typhoons
Yeah,
to get to the batter itself, and
if
it
you don't
isn't
have
in the
a lot of
location you want it anyway.
my curveball wouldn't even make it to the plate on a day like today because it doesn't have a lot of velocity to begin with. There's one that drops in real nice.
Yeah.
On cue, Artist drops that one in there. 0-2 now. Now he's got to bear down and try to take one himself here. Goose Tree probably won't be bunting in this situation with 2 strikes. He
Reach
swings
for it.
away and does the job that a bunt would do, and actually he's going to reach. Second baseman Burkhart couldn't come up with it. We'll wait for the scoring from the official score on that one. What do you think?
I think it's the error.
I think so too.
I gave the error.
Tough on the first day of the year, but he makes the play. Goose Tree is out. So reaching on the error is Goose Tree. Bases loaded, no outs for Firestone.
How do you write that? Is it?
You just put an E4 like where he reached.
There you go. Look at me.
We're like a teaching hospital. We
Guess what?
first
Baseball
pitch
wasn't-
hacking, and that's going to go down. Little duck snort, as they call it. And that'll bring the run home, and then another one's thrown wildly. Oh, they run into an out, though. Bad decision there by Burrows.
Von Steen scores, but Burrows is going to be out.
He's out on the 9-2-1. The other runners advance on it on the throw. Goose Tree to second. Eriksey with the hit and the RBI. Von Steen comes in to score to make it 5-3.
Yeah, and for how much talking they've done with the pitcher, I think they're talking about that play. Good play at the plate, heads up, blocked it very well.
Yeah, and I think that's just being out for the first time for the base runner. Burrows saw that ball go away, and the sense was there, but you want the pitcher backing up the play, which he was, but the throw was so off. So all he had to do was slide right in once the catcher went to get it. Nice job by Ellet, making it a less disastrous situation. 5-3 though. Firestone with a run in each inning. They're looking to put some crooked numbers up here.
I think we expected, just because of the first game, that we're going to have a little higher scoring match than we thought. And we might see at the end of the year with these two teams, is we're going to come out and talk again. While we look kind of at the future here for the Ellet Orangemen, let's hear from their coach of what he kind of feels they have going on for this season.
Tell me the strengths a little bit that you guys bring this season, just overall, what you feel your team's biggest strengths are.
Well, our strength is experience. Even though we haven't had a lot of guys play a lot of varsity ball, we have a lot of seniors. We have 14 seniors, and because of that, they've played a lot of baseball coming up through a freshman and JV level and everything like that, and playing a lot of summer ball. So I feel real good about our chances as far as just experience, even though we graduated a lot of guys last year. So I think our strength is pitching and hitting right now, and hopefully our defense catches up with both of those.
Timely. I got more here, Joe.
That was good. Visit there by, speaking of experience, Coach Sarver.
See? What Dave lacks in baseball knowledge, he makes up for in hard work and dedication.
You're a grinder?
Yeah.
Hey. Wish the Cavs had a couple of those. Well, I had to go there, didn't I? I saw him play twice in the last couple of weeks. So up high, but swung through by Corbin White, who was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. 1-1 count on him.
I'm sitting here, and I know I'm just waiting for my jacket to like fly onto the field.
Will you go for it? Depends on the jacket, probably.
I have to go get it eventually. But who am I? I'm the media guy running onto the field. Hey, wait a minute.
Can I call time there?
TV timeout.
Can I call time?
My jacket flew on the field.
Nice pitch for strike 3. Right on the outside corner. Corbin White can't pull the trigger. Whoa, a little feedback, not on our end.
Hello.
Wow, is it windy? Thank goodness you brought a clipboard. Second out of the inning.
No, I was saying I was talking to some guys about my pickup basketball. I was like, well, he was saying, Dave, you just run all the time. I go, well, I'm not tall. I'm not fast. I can't shoot that well. So
gotta have something, right?
I just keep running around and figure, hey, you got I guard the guy that's can shoot well, because like, hey, I'm over here. You better come get me. I tire you out.
Yeah.
Lord knows you're gonna shoot over me. You're like 6'6". Great hit.
Down the right field line.
In the sun.
Yeah, lost in the sun a little bit. And that's gonna plate 1. Boy, and this, having played right field out here, terrible sun field. And it's right in it right now.
You gonna give him the air?
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one, but he did have his glove on it. But it is a terrible sun field. He battled it. He had the glove up there and everything. But you'll see, partner, if a ball doesn't get very high, it doesn't have a chance to get up over. Once it gets over the sun, you can see it. It never got up over it. And Terrell drives that one. It'll go as an error, but it plates a important run. And Firestone's cut into this thing 5-4 now.
Well, if that was the bad at bat, this should be a good one. And he starts with the strike.
Back to the top of the order, and Dustin James.
It only took me about 3 innings to remember how to write all this stuff down. That's good.
You're getting it back. This is spring training for us. Oh no, it's opening day. No spring training. Well, I don't do spring training. Well, because spring training, baseball for me in college consisted of practicing at the Rubber Bowl in 25-degree temperatures. So let's just get to the season.
Spring training here would be us in the gym.
Oh, they do an early break. And they
got caught.
They did it.
Now he's going
Works
for
perfectly.
home, and he's got it.
Out of the gym, and it works perfectly. And he's safe at
And he's
first.
safe as well, and he steals home.
Great execution on the early break play. First and third situations. You practice them all the time in the gym, but you can't simulate the speed. And the pitcher checked the runner and got it to second base, but as soon as that second baseman didn't look right away at home, he's got to have that head on a swivel and check that runner right away. And that's the tying run right there.
We are all tied up. And hey, we still got someone at bat. Justin James. Hey, he's still at bat. He still got one at first.
Terrell got back to first base there.
He's
Now they're
going to
steal him.
again.
He's
he
out.
threw him out before,
and
he got him again.
Was a gun.
He threw him out in the first inning, and he does it again here as Terrell.
Yeah, but not before Firestone answers for their first big inning. 3 runs as they tie it up here after 2.5 innings. We're all tied at 5.
I better get my chair.
All right, we're back here, bottom of the 3rd inning. And
I'm out in the storm, Joe, and I just want to say that if you haven't heard,
let's go over to Jim Cantor.
The storm is on its way, and you should be putting boards over your windows at this time. More back to you, Joe, in the nice studio there.
Andrew Neal takes his second at bat. He doubled home a run in the first inning. 1-1 on Neal. Everly still on the mound here. He's back even.
I'm waiting. Every inning I switch these stat sheets, I'm waiting for one to go. Just right out of my hand.
Something's going to go.
Who's up? What? Oh.
One, 2 on Neal. Knuckleball in the dirt. That knuckleball, the wind likes the knuckleball, but really, really hard to control with this much wind.
Yeah.
It's a pitch you don't throw hard. It's almost a gravity ball to begin with.
And I think it's one of those things where he wants to try it because you don't know if that gust of wind's going to stop. And then when it doesn't, it puts it into the dirt like that.
Unless you have a sharp breaking ball, this amount of wind today kind of just holds it up and puts it right in that hitting zone. Neal chases that one for the strikeout. Everly trying to settle in here. It is his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Both these pitchers desperately need 1, 2, 3 inning.
Joe, that's what you said we needed.
Well, that's what. Touche.
Oh.
Connor Klein, the DH, singled an RBI in the first. Everly with a good fastball there to get ahead.
It looks like he's just. These last 2 pitches have just been like, I'm not throwing my stuff anymore. I'm just throwing hard. It's the only thing cutting through this air.
If you can locate a fastball once in a while, change speed, sometimes that's better than throwing secondary stuff, depending on the hitters and the day.
Yeah.
There he gets ahead once again with the off speed. 1-2 now on Klein. Everly looks like he's trying to settle in here. Ball shot through, and it's going to go right through the 5-hole. That one's thrown in off the mark, but no advance. So Connor Klein will reach on the error. And that's something you're going to see quite a bit of in the first couple weeks of April, too.
Well, and you talked a little bit about that lip. It almost seemed to take that hop there going from grass to dirt.
Yeah, he almost got a little bit caught in between there. That ball was scorched. Just quite didn't get the glove down.
Runner goes over into third. Gets it out of the dust. Is it in time?
Oh, nice play.
Gets it. Coming back to it for the other one.
Yeah, good play. Klein goes first to third on the hit and run, but a nice play over at third base by Corbin White as he gets on his knees and pops up and throws out Dubrance for the second out of the inning. 5-3 on the put out. It's up to Brandon
Badaluca.
He's first pitch hacking off of Everly. He gathers and throws the first, and a nice hang over there at first base by Aracey, and that is exactly what the Falcons need. They'll leave one on, and after 3 innings of play, no score that inning for the Orangemen. It's 5-all. Back to the top of the fourth, and the top of the order for the Falcons, James, Everly, and Hayes to face Artis. Gets ahead with the fastball for strike one. Dustin James 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out in the first and singled home a run in the second inning. Fastball by you. Firestone scratched first for 1, then Ellet put a 4 spot on the board, and right now we're all square at 5. Curveball looked low from here, but hey, what do I know? Strike 3 called. Second time James has struck out looking, and a good start to the top of the fourth for Artis and the Orangemen. Jake Everly trying to help his own cause here. He has walked both at bats.
Bounced in that one.
And I'll tell you, if you laid a bunt down the third base side, you got yourself a hit, because third baseman for the Orangemen is playing deep. Track meet started. I mean, I think it's been going on, but there must be some excitement.
Kind of looks like the
Or is it practice?
400.
Oh, that's yeah.
400's always
Relays.
Yeah.
Always
a
are
big
exciting. You ever run track?
I did. Middle school.
That's what I did. I did it 1 year.
I think I
In
did
between baseball. I couldn't play baseball as a freshman, so I ran track.
I did maybe 2 years.
Fun.
2 years in middle school.
Distance guy?
600 and 1200. Yeah.
Ew.
Or 800 and 1200.
Yeah, I was a sprint guy, but I ran
Yes,
the 800 to try to get us some
1600.
points.
Getting my meters right. 800 and 1600. It's one, the mile and the half mile. Let's do it that way.
There you go. Fastball inside, and Everly does it again. Perfect on-base percentage as he walks for the 3rd time today. Bring Ben Hayes to the plate.
When I was in middle school, though, there was like a freakish athlete. He ended up being like our starting linebacker and running back. He got first in almost every track meet. And then there was like this other guy who was really good at soccer. He would usually get second. So literally at best, I could finish 3rd. So like I would finish 3rd and be like, yes! I'm better than the whole other team! I'm that good. I'm not good on my team, but I think I had like 4 or 5 3rd place finishes.
You might not believe it, but this guy ran the 3rd leg of the 4x100 relay.
Wow, look at you.
The slowest leg usually, but at the curve. I was good on the curve. But we were good. No, we definitely weren't great if I was running the 3rd leg of a relay. Did a little long jump. That was fun. It wouldn't be fun today, though, I don't think. Unless you're going this, unless the pit is this way.
I did pole vaulting for like a week.
I wonder if you would be able to pole vault today.
These 2 guys that were the pole vaulters for middle school were like crazy. Like, it's awesome, you go up there and then you get hurt and then I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, you get hurt when you go up there? He's like, oh yeah, you're in the air and if you don't go forward, you go down. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do distance. I'll see you guys.
Nice block on the ball in the dirt by Eisenhart.
Yeah, he dug a hole over there.
He did. see if they do something with Everly here.
That one low.
Artis has gotten ahead of a lot of hitters, but he has not been able to put them away. Pitch count getting high. He has 5 walks already in the ball game.
You see
6
behind
strikeouts.
Them, bullpen's warming up.
Yeah, both teams heating it up here. This one's going to probably be decided by the bullpen. Wild pitch
Catcher
there.
looking. Wild pitch gets him to second. He's able to collect it up.
And now a full count too on Hayes. Artis might have to get him here to stay in the ball game. I don't know how much longer they're going to go with him. Pitch count getting up there. And he does. He reared back and fired there. Good fastball from Artis. Seven strikeouts for Zach Artis. He's hurt himself though with 5 walks, and his defense has let him down here a little bit. And as I said, he might have to get that guy, which he did get. Maybe pitch count here.
Yeah, I think so. He already tabbed to bring him in.
And also, if we're looking at the stat sheet, Vaughnstein's had his way with Artis 2 for 2 now. Yeah, we'll keep it rolling here, huh? Talk about it. We haven't talked in a while, right?
Who's this guy?
So we're gonna go to the bullpen.
Yeah, I don't think I have this guy's name.
Well, I'll listen.
Is that Connor Klein?
I think partner. Did you pull that one? You did. Now we're gonna go with Klein.
See?
So what I usually do, let me show you what I usually do. So I usually just put the guy's name right here, so you know right where he came in. So let's close the door on Zach Artis. His line tonight. We'll have our crack stat crew kind of. Are you looking for him?
No. He always has concern as I am. I thought we haven't read any spots.
Oh yeah, be great.
Oh. Hey, you want to know how you get fired by your sponsors? Don't read their spots for a whole game. I'm ready if you want me to read a
Yeah,
spot.
go ahead, man.
City Series Baseball, provided right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools for enrollment opportunities. AkronSchools.com. Akron Public Schools, the smart choice. Look, the pages just turn on their own because it's so windy. And also City Series Baseball right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools Career Education Department. Akron students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships, can earn national credentials in career education programs before they graduate or blow away from high school. For more information at apscareers.com. Don't kill me. We're only in the 4th inning before we read any spots, so just think of that time as commercial free. You're welcome. You were saying, Joe? You mark?
Well, I'm going to close the door on Zach Artis. Went 3 2/3 innings today. 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, a hit by pitch. Gave up 5 runs on 4 hits. And by my last count, 3 of those runs were earned. So I'm not calculating ERAs today. It's a little too early in the season to worry about that.
Klein comes in, throws it in the dirt.
Yeah, nice pick there. Again, by Eisenhart.
Vonsi.
It is up to Klein here.
Vonsi hit the ball well from into each outfield. First going into the left and then into right.
Yeah, Vonstein, they might, with a base open here, being real careful with him. Oh, he had the green light, too. 3-0. So I might with a base open.
I don't think that's what Klein wants.
Be a
at
little
all.
careful.
We're not in the 6th or 7th inning, though.
No, we're not. It's still pretty early. You're right.
I think he's coming out fresh. I think they like the fresh arm. Let him throw.
That worked. No, they're not pitching around him now. They just want Klein. If he stays down there, the most Vaughn's thing going to be able to do that is pound it into the ground.
Well, and you've seen the wind die down for a moment there.
Wow, all the way back, and an impressive job by Klein as he leaves the runner on. And no damage there for the Falcons. First inning, they did not score today, and after 3.5, it's Firestone 5 and Ellet 5.
This inning or next, I have it.
Back here at Ellet High School, where it's the Orangemen and Firestone locked up at 5 here. Bottom of the 4th. To the plate. To the plate. Hang on.
Burrows. Right? No?
I don't know. Who you got? Smothers? Smothers, that's
Sorry.
right. Smothers.
team.
Got it. Woo.
Smothers?
What did
Swenson?
what did Badalucco do to end the last inning?
1-3.
Ah, that's right. Thank you.
See?
That's
you got
where
my
I
terminology.
Confused myself.
Hey-o!
Eberly now kind of getting going here. He's working quicker. He's kind of found a better rhythm. Made a lot of pitches, so don't know how long he'll be able to go.
Oh, it's not windy.
I love it.
I can actually just enjoy the sun.
Smothers stays alive there as he fouls it off. It kind of just died down. See if that continues. Let's hope. Take your hood off there a little, Red Riding Hood.
I appreciate
You'll see
Appreciate
my
you really
neck's
keeping
pink
this-
tomorrow.
keeping this grown up.
Yeah. What's that? Ground ball to second.
Good job.
Getting
collecting
down the line, and he beat it.
And you can't fault him at all. He really did a great job, Anthony Terrell, scooping the ball up out of the dirt, making the throw. I thought he had it in time.
If anything, he now knows he's too deep on Smothers because Smothers got out of the box and got down the line. And those are the kind of things, the little things, are what look like a routine ground ball that potentially win you a ball game. Smothers now reaches as Eberly does everything that he can do there, gets the ground ball, and all of a sudden Smothers at first base.
His third base coach can move over so I can see. I know I think you have an important job.
Yeah, I don't think he's too worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think he is about us.
Andrew Licely to the plate. He drives one to the gap, and it's going to go to the wall. Smothers checking it here. He's going to go, and they hold him. Actually, they hold him pretty late. Throw off the line, but Eberly comes and gets it. And Nicely having a nice ball game. 2 for 3 now with a couple of doubles. And Ellet right back in business here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, you talked about being a tie. Now, I think they're firing back.
Yep, coach out to talk. No indication yet, and I think he's going to try to stay with them, maybe get Eberly through this inning, but he's going to have to bear down here with the top of the order up. Nope, they're going to make a change. And Eberly will go to shortstop, and the third baseman going to come in. That's Corbin White going to come in and take the hill.
And we had a chance before the game to talk with their coach kind of about the outlook of the season.
Now we're playing about 1 day removed from a couple inches of snow. Tell me a little about your guys' preparation as we're going to play ball here on the first nice day here of the year. Like everybody else, we've been stuck inside. We're real excited to get out here, see what our team's made of, and get
playing to as you get the season started? Strength of our team is our experienced pitching staff. We bring back 4 kids from last year that threw 25 or more innings. And we're hopeful that and the few guys in the middle of our lineup, Jake Eberle, Ben Hayes, and Cody Von Steen, that all were solid contributors last year, can do the same again this year.
See, you get both of them. You get the poor weather and outlook of the season.
Nice, very nice job.
Guess I should take
battling through the wind.
Where it are.
Eberle still on the hook for the 2 runs on base. He goes 3+, gives up 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. The Orangemen swinging the bat pretty well here today, and Christian Burkhart going to come to the plate with a chance to maybe drive in a couple. Coach giving us the position changes. I think we got it right, but I'm glad he gave it to us, because there would be a lot of times that we don't get that at all, partner. You know what I mean? I'm like, who's that guy?
You mean like football and basketball?
No, hey, and I always it took a lot of effort, but I always put first and last names in case a member from the media was at our games, which in baseball certainly doesn't always happen.
Here's the first and last names.
Christian Burkhart to the plate for the Orangemen now, as Corbin White comes in from third base to toe the rubber. And as we said, the bullpen's going to decide this one. Ball 1 to Burkhart. The wind wants to start again. What's going on with that?
I got this one, Joe.
And he gets the ball popped up the chute, and White does his job. 2 pitches in and out as Burkhart pops out to short. A lot of work still left to be done, though, with the 3 and 4 hitters coming to the plate. Brandon Arnold, who's 2 for 2 with a run batted in already. Chance to have a big day here. Do have a base open here if they want to set up a double play ball. But again, in a day like today, you might want to just pitch to everybody.
I got it, Peter. Let me hold on to jacket number 3.
Off speed by White, gets ahead. Jacket number 3. If that continues, I might have to run to the car. Get my jacket. I'm getting a little chilly now.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Well, not so tough, am I?
Oh, Dave, how many jackets do you have? Enough to stay warm, Joe. Enough to stay warm.
How many do I have? None. Oh, tough guy, huh? Arnold steps out.
Oh, it is true, man. These kids in high school, I never wore a jacket anywhere.
There's about 10% of our kids that wear a jacket, like in the middle of the winter time. Like, I know they're going straight to their car, to the bus, but still, they're wearing, like, sometimes with short sleeves. Wild one.
Coming in at the
Play
plate.
the plate.
Slides
You're not
in,
going to catch
uncontested.
Smothers.
Yeah. So wild pitch gets him in. And that'll take the lead back home where it belongs with the Orangemen.
Nicely advances to third.
The only thing I didn't bring was gloves.
No. Look at that kid's in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, and where are his hands? Inside his shirt. 'Cause he's
gotta be
freezing.
cold. Oh my! Arnold tried to. He did the Dante Bichette. I'll take it back. Turn and burn on that. he tried to hit that 500 feet, but he did foul
folks,
straight
Joe
back.
is that old.
Remember how quick his hands
Oh.
were? He had a couple. It wasn't the PED era, but he had a couple of great years. Allegedly. And they jam.
That one's up.
Uh-oh, that's trouble. It is trouble. And the jam sandwich for Arnold
The runner does not advance.
gets himself
on the
a
air.
base hit on that one.
I might have been ready to go.
I got to give him a base hit. And I don't want to give him a base hit.
I wouldn't give him a base hit.
Why?
He ran into his own player.
They're
Are you saying that's a base hit?
Peter, what do you think? Break the tie.
Peter, no. He was backpedaling.
You're not gonna. You're good. I'm
And
glad you're saying he didn't have to catch it. He has to catch it. No, he doesn't. Or he has to touch it. He doesn't have to touch it.
He was backpedaling, and his own player knocked him over. That's what I'm saying. Even if it was the mound.
If you gave the right fielder that lost it, I thought
Or
you said
even-
the wind stopped. Oh my goodness. Oh, that sun goes in. I'm in trouble. First and third, and they just throw it right back to the mound as Arnold skips into second base. Eisenhart at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out looking and lined out to short. And they're going to bring the infield in here, try to cut off the run. Firestone trails 6-5.
Eisenhart hasn't really. He's been more just hitting the ball, more power than trying to finesse this one in. They come at him hard for the first ball.
Who turned the heat off? Did you feel the temperature just drop like 10 degrees? Yeah.
You want that?
Not so tough.
You want that jacket that I have over here?
Hey, well, 3 jacket.
I can tell you what's going to happen in between innings, folks. We're going to look like
making a mad
like
dash to the
snowmen.
crowd.
I have about 3
Where's
layers
that hot
on.
chocolate guy?
Yeah, I had this idea on the way here, Joe.
I'm shivering.
I think we should be sponsored by every individual school's athletic booster. And all they'd have to do is like give us some hot cocoa and hot dogs. And you're sponsored.
No, we're not picky.
I would give me a free candy bar, and you'd be surprised all the fun stuff I'd say.
Oh, nice block there by catcher. Matt Dees smothered that one. 2-2 now on Eisenhart. Steps off.
You think about it, if he can get a good hit, this is going to open the game completely up.
Yep.
You go up 3 with this win. Another ball loads it up.
Full count?
Full count, sir. Mainly because he didn't swing and he didn't walk away, so.
That's why they pay him the big bucks right there.
So it's got the glasses on.
Uh-oh, that's going to at least get one in.
Catching the center field. And one does score.
Yep, that'll go as a sac fly for Eisenhart. F8 on the out, scoring nicely. Arnold stays at second now, 2 outs. Eisenhart's hit the ball hard a couple of times. No hits to show for it, but does get the run home there to make it 7-5 Orangemen.
Second out.
That'll bring the big lefty first baseman Andrew Neal to the plate. Yeah, you're going to it before the inning.
No, I'm not going to it before the inning. I'm waiting sure it doesn't blow away. So
Are you going to the coat after the inning?
Oh yeah.
And the hoodie doesn't look like a bad idea either. You know what? I think I got my ski hat. Keep my bald head warm.
You're going to steal a base out here?
That might help. Am I? Out's going to be down. Yes, it is. They're going to send him. Andrew Neal drops it in. 2-out hit for Andrew Neal, and he's 2 for 3. And the Orangemen relinquish the lead, but they get it right back here in the bottom of the 4th. 3 more hits in the inning. 9 for the ball game for the Orangemen. Brandon Arnold scores on the play.
Yeah. Got over there with a stolen base and the error.
Connor Klein now to the plate. 1 for 2. (8-5) Orangemen on top. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 in the fourth.
To that point where I was like, getting warm out. I can get a haircut. Your little bald head gets old.
Yeah, tell me about it. I just got one. But I
Bad idea.
needed one. And then I got one, and my wife said, "What did you do that for?"
Oh, boy. She's like, why'd you cut your hair so short? Oh, good hit.
Klein stays back on it, and he
I
gives
think
it a
that wind's gonna
ride.
take
Is it
it.
going to
There's that
go?
wind.
It's going to go to the wall. It's down and laboring all the way around. Andrew Neal, he'll score from first, and the Orangemen keep it rolling. Double for Connor Klein. Second RBI of the game for him. That one got up in the jet stream a little bit.
Well, you could tell it was just about ready to drop, and then he just had another gust of wind to push it out there. It was in center field.
For
center field.
Firestone?
Yeah.
Well, that one was over Burroughs heading right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's a tough day to play the outfield. Right field here, you're sitting in the sun with a 40-mile-an-hour. Would you say 40 miles an hour?
That's what I said earlier.
On my phone, it said about 27-mile-an-hour wind when I was on my way.
I don't
here.
think your phone was sitting in the wind.
Exactly. You know what? Gosh, I'll check it. That one's off the end of the bat, but it's in no man's land. Off of the pitcher's glove. Infield hit there. He does get a hit for that one. Jake Dubrantz, his first hit of the ball game. And the Orangemen are batted around here in the fourth inning.
Four runs. Whew. I think they're switching out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think it's Dubrantz.
Nope.
I don't think it is. I think his name. I think it was number 10. Who I don't have. I don't have. No. That's what I want to say.
I'm listening.
Okay, you listen, because I have no idea. Thought I saw 10, but it could have been a 6.
That's a 5 there. Now number 5. The PA system may have been blown away here.
Number 5.
Along with
I can't see.
any and all lineup cards. So he's hitting for Badalucco.
He didn't have anybody else on there.
And he drives it to left field. It's caught. Third out of the inning. But a big inning for the Orangemen as they score 4 times on 5 hits. They leave a couple on. After 4 innings of play, it's the Orangemen 9 and the Falcons 5. And who stole my pencil? Not to worry. Richard Burroughs at the plate, 5-6-7 for the Falcons. Seriously, where's my pencil? It's in my pocket, I thought.
Is it in your inside pocket?
I don't know.
I have another pencil if you'd like one.
Oh, come on. I'm definitely not in mid-season form as of yet. I got a pen. I'll just use a pen. Guess I can't make any mistakes now, partner. You have to carry us once again. Swing by Burrow, swings through it. 2-2.
I wonder if I carry pencils.
Connor Klein on the hill. Just misses outside with that one.
Nope.
Well, I'll tell you,
Pens and highlighters.
yeah. And he misses and walks Burroughs. I think we might see 2-3 pitchers in this game, partner. We might see more than that. They might piece it together the rest of the way. Forecast does not look too terrible for the next couple days. Maybe rain, and the problem with that is rain will do in most of these fields.
Yeah. I was surprised it drained as well as it did.
I'm surprised this field's ready. Goose Tree, the batter, he takes strike one. 0 for 2 on the day. He scored a run, reached on an error in the third inning. Shows the bunt. It's up high.
That looked real high. Kind of slipped out of his
Yeah, it
hand
didn't
on
look
that
like he
delivery.
finished that curveball. Maybe we lost the grip on it a little bit. It's funny, you know, we talk about early season.
Ooh.
Throw over to first. Up 4 runs. I doubt he's going anywhere, but who knows?
He's just looking to get the out.
Yeah, we talk about the preseason and early season. Indians and A's are playing last night, and I watched the replay of it this morning. As that one's driven into right field, but
Right in the
looked
gap.
like it was well played, and he kind of deked me on that. It's definitely in the gap, and they're going to send him here. He's going to have to get down, and it's going to be a triple. I was like, are you sure? Yes, Goose Tree is sure. Triple, and right back come the Falcons, scoring all the way from first, Richard Burrows. Yeah, either the right fielder didn't see it at all or did a heck of a good job deking us.
Goose Tree with his second RBI.
And right back come the Falcons.
9-5.
Cut by Arcee as he fouls it straight back. 7, 8, 9 due up here. But in that game, partner, with the A's and the Indians, in the 8th inning, first and second, 1 out. As that one's popped up, we'll finish the story here in a second, and that one squeezed by Andrew Neal for the first out. Josh Donaldson, who got a lot of votes for AL MVP last year, third baseman, hit a ball off of Cody Allen, and they had the center field camera angle, and he hit it like a rocket. He stood there and watched it. Hit it 400 feet. The runner at second base thought it had a chance to be caught, so he went back a couple of steps to tag. Well, the ball goes over Nigel Morgan's head right off the wall, and the guy could only get to third base. Well, the Indians, as that one's going to stay in play, but the catcher didn't see it, and it drops harmlessly foul. But with that run not scoring, and then the very next inning is when the Indians put their 2 runs up, and just little base running mistakes can make all the difference.
Well, and I think that's what you've seen with a great manager there in Francona, is in those situations where you need to be on top of your game, you need to be perfect. More times than not, they're doing what's supposed to be done. Another great hit right down to the center fielder. He drops it.
That one drops in, and a nice piece of hitting. Both these teams have brought their hitting shoes today, that's for sure.
So White gets the single, but he also gets the RBI as Goose Tree comes in to, Goose Tree comes in to score.
And they just cut the lead in half. Getting that, that leadoff walk that always comes back to kill you. And it does in this situation too.
Only 1 out as Terrell comes up. That one a grounder. Try for the double.
And they get the
Not gonna be
force,
in
but
time.
yeah, not hit hard enough. Corbin White cut down on the force out. He's the second out of the inning. Terrell reaches on the fielder's choice. Change up, and it's grounded to short, and he can't handle it.
Not going to get
And
it
thrown
out.
away. That's going to be E6. So Dustin James aboard on the air. 2 on, 2 out. Third error of the ball game for the Orangemen. First pitch hacking again. And oh, James misplays it, but makes a nice catch over the head. Heberly is jammed on that one, and that will be the third out of the inning. But Firestone cuts the lead in half here, and after 4.5 innings, it's the Ellet Orangemen 9, Firestone 7. Wait till the first pitch.
I bet you there'll be no dead time between now and then. Oh, it's baseball. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, wait for it. Okay.
As we start the fifth, I want to let you know City Series Baseball right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, and getting to first base. Sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com.
And just as you said, you knew there would be no action there when you decided to read a spot. Smethers starts out this inning like he does the last inning with an infield hit, this time via the bunt. So making it happen at the bottom of the order is David Smethers. Setting the table for the top, and Andrew Nicely, who all he's done today is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 3 runs scored.
They put another big inning in. Oh, pack it in.
Fastball taken for a strike. 9-7, 11 hits so far, 12 hits for the Orangemen, 7 hits for the Falcons. Falcons have also walked 7 times or 6 times, which has helped.
There are literally girls across the field in shorts and a tank top. They're shorts and a tank top, Peter. I have 2 jackets on.
Well, the one girl's in her track uniform, but still, I think I ought to have been going with some Under
Get
Armour
some
or Carhartt
warm-ups.
or something today.
Get some warm-ups on.
Good hack. That might come back.
It's on the other side of the fence, into the bleachers.
Oh, it's scattering them. Heat-seeking missile. Nobody wanted that souvenir. The parking lot is there's many more cars in the parking lot than there are people here, I think. Did everybody drive separate?
I drove 2 cars here. One for the way here and one for the way home.
Nicely down in the count, 0-2. Runner goes.
Wow.
And Smethers,
Smithers is quick,
he
man.
can run. We've seen him as a wide out on the football field get down, but without the pads, he looks even faster.
Now it's the second time he's used his wheels to either advance the base or get on base.
I probably would have went guns today, and I'd have been reconsidering at this point. Oh, good pitch, and our umpire's not really helping us out here by ringing anybody up. He's been pretty tight with his strike zone. He must have got the memo about the daylight savings times change and think that we're okay. But he's not getting paid by the hour either, partner. Nicely swings through it. Nice job by White to get this first out of the inning. New baseballs, it looks like, this inning. Well, that one wasn't new.
One in his hand.
What a difference.
Oh, it hit him!
Oh, it gets by the catcher,
Hit him being
but
the umpire.
really
He
did a nice
blocked
job
it.
of blocking.
Oh! He just kind of looked at it as it stuck on him. He's like, oh, he got me.
Smethers the third on the wild pitch.
Hey, they stole home once already.
Firestone actually, it looks like the corners are in, but the middle is playing back here. They'll give up the run to Smethers. It's not going to matter because that's going to plate one. Oh, right in and out of the glove. Went a long way to get it, but couldn't squeeze it. And that's going to go as a two-base error. But, this is where it gets tricky, partner, okay? Sack fly because it was deep enough to score the run.
Yeah.
But a two-base error to let him reach. It's tough. It's tough being an official scorer. Or an unofficial scorer. It's not as tough being an unofficial scorer.
Yeah.
Or if you really don't care, you could give him a hit, but that's not.
I don't think it was
No, we don't do that.
It's a tough critic over here.
Good.
Maybe it was 10 degrees warmer.
Yeah, maybe if I was on the beach right now with my feet up. Can't complain. Glad I brought the chairs, though.
Yeah, good call on the chairs. Good hit here. That one
ball's
up
driven.
again.
He's going to get
can
another shot on it.
Totally redeem himself.
Oh. And he does. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's contagious.
Maybe not. Oh.
And that would have been the third out of the inning, but we play on. Arnold flies out. We'll bring Eisenhart to the plate. Ellet scored in every inning but the third. Firestone scored in every inning but the fourth. Both teams looking for outs. And Eisenhart lines that. That's not going to be one. That's
very patient
into the corner. Yep, he stayed, kept his hands back, and drove it the opposite way. Another run scores. That'll bring Andrew Neal to the plate. 2 for 3. Doubled, singled.
Is that our third score of the inning? No.
That's our second.
Second, yeah. Way off. Oops.
Samsonite.
Made me kind of mad. I just wrote that in pen.
Oh, you got the pen out? Is that a pen?
Yeah, it's a pen.
It's very classy. Strike one.
With all the writing I do in this high-profile job.
How about mine? Freebie.
Freebie from the University of Akron.
Hey, get in. Offensive admissions.
No, we had one of the basketball games, and I had one of those like felt pens, and it just bled all over my hand.
Oh yeah, I use those at school a lot, but
so,
I had my favorite shirt one time, and I left it in. I put it in my pocket, and the top came off, and
so
yeah, that wasn't good. That was sad. Sad day.
My wife got me 2 nice pairs of pens.
Nice.
Those zebra ones. I used to have them when I was at work, which apparently is like a cult following of these stupid pens.
Neal swings through that one for strike 2. Come on, son. Stay out, please.
Oh, reached
Fouled
for
back.
that one to stay alive.
Trivia question. How many 1, 2, 3 innings have there been in this game? Absolutely none. There's been a couple or 4 batters.
Yeah.
That's the best we got. Oh, when the wind turns off, it feels so much better. Good spot.
I thought he was
And
going to look at that one.
yeah, Mr. Tight Zone won't bring anybody.
I was expecting.
Well, it's tough.
He had the one that he kind of delayed it, and he's like, "Get out of there!"
It's tough pitchers coming out of the gym to have to throw the ball in a steel drum, a real small one.
That one's a ball, though. That should be.
That one got away, and you know what? That one I think
Is that a
should have
walk?
been caught. I think that was a pass ball. Of course, our vantage point not ideal for seeing those, but I think that's one that
3-2.
Could have been caught. White trying to win the battle here. That one's driven through the hole. And Eisenhart runs through the wind to give the Orangemen another run. All with 2 outs here, a lot of damage. And for Neal, he's now 3 for 4. 3 runs batted in. He's making a push.
Oh, infield's coming in. They're not a pitching change, though.
They could.
They got nobody warming up.
Go to a position player. Gets 8 pitches.
Oh,
Do we get the
Joe,
pitcher?
How we tried? Yeah, I told you. It's Dustin James.
Back to action. Dustin James on the hill.
Oh, take the credit, Joe. I just said it before we came right back on.
Well, that's what the
Peter's
pros do.
gonna
They
have-
get all their
Peter's
information
gonna have
fed
to
to
edit
them.
out me telling you who it was. I told you twice.
He's not editing that out. Or is he? Connor Klein at the dish.
I think a lot of our stuff could get edited out. I'm surprised we last the whole game, Peter, to be honest with you.
Well, Mother Nature might not let us last the whole game if we can't get some outs here.
Mother Nature, our battery might not allow. That's not Mother Nature. Tell me what animal laid a Panasonic battery?
If they keep
Ooh, right
getting
in
hits,
front of us.
we're going to have one called because of darkness.
Good hit.
Connor Klein.
Yeah.
Another double for him. He's 3 for 4 now. Ellet's got a lot of hits.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hits.
That moves him over. I think we're going to be. There's no mercy, is there?
Yeah, 10 after 5. But we're too far away from that, I think. Who'd you say was in the pitch? James?
Yeah. Dustin James is in to pitch. And Connor Klein with the hit. And for some reason, oh, we got a pinch runner. Okay.
Maybe let him get his arm warm since he's on the hill. 9, pinch running for 23. He can re-enter. Love the re-entry rule. It's torture for. We got a little. Michael Bevan here from the Beacon Journal today.
Look at that. See how he's
Everybody just wants to get out of the house.
You see how he's got a hooded sweatshirt on and
I
hat?
do.
Stay warm.
God, you guys aren't tough. Jake Dubrant's to the plate where he's 1 for 3 on the day. Takes ball 1.
It's not Dubrant.
Yes, it is. Number 10. It is. The guy pinch hit for Badaluco.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
My 0 looked like a 6. That's part of the problem.
You may not be a doctor, but you certainly have a doctor's penmanship.
Yeah. You can still call me doctor. That makes you feel better.
Swung through by Dubrant's. 1 pitch away now.
That's a 10 and not a 16. That makes a lot more sense.
And where was that pitch?
I can't see his hands to see what he's.
Oh, it was at the knees, and I didn't think it was in, but hey.
2-1. That's what it looks like.
2-2.
I need longer fingers from our umpire so I can see how many he's holding.
And you need a little bigger strike zone, too, would help. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 2 out.
Now you walk.
I'm sorry, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Where is that pitch?
He threw it
He's
into
a
the wind the
drum.
whole time.
He's a drum, this guy. I mean, that's one of the reasons why the score is 13-7. I mean, not that it would be that much more low scoring,
You
but
kind of called me cranky when we were in basketball season.
Mhm.
Yeah. Welcome to
well, there was no
baseball
win
season.
then.
Welcome to baseball season where Joe becomes cranky.
Well, no pressure here, but they're a grand slam away from ending this thing. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, and we don't even know who number 5
And they
is.
bat around here in 2 innings in a row.
Yeah, we don't know who number 5 is either. So if he hits it,
Well, if he hits a grand slam here, he's getting the MVP. So we're gonna find out.
I could probably find out, but it's gonna take me a little while. See, the other team gave me their
This
subs.
one's going 3 hours, guys. 7:45, 8 o'clock.
You can't play till 7:45. It's gonna be dark at 7.
No, it won't be. It's almost 7 now. It doesn't get dark till about 8:30. It's 7 o'clock right now.
It's gonna be
We're on the
dark.
2:20 mark already of this
It's gonna be
one.
dark at 7:01 then.
That pitch fouled off.
Who's up?
Like, I love baseball season. Gives us more time to argue.
Yeah, because that's what the people wanted.
That one is going to be foul.
So, I guess it would be bad if I brought my glove to the game next time. Kind of old.
It would definitely be funny.
Kind of old. Kind of too old for that, Peter, I guess. Yeah.
Did you ever bring it to the Indians game or anything?
No.
Me neither. I can't.
Here's the thing: that even if the ball is coming at me, and I have the glove, I'm not going to be able to catch it.
You're not
So
guaranteed to catch
I
it.
might as well. My whole thing is to take it off the bounce. I can probably catch it off the bounce.
Why do those guys try to catch line drives? And that swung
I got
through. That will bring the end of another long inning as the Orangemen plate.
Goodbye, number 5. Good try.
The Orangemen plate 3 more on 4 more hits. They leave 3 on. After 5 innings of play, it's Ellet 12 and Firestone 5. Back here, top of the 6th inning, and leading it off, Ben Hayes. Hayes 1 for 3 on the day. Orangemen lead 12-7. They've pounded out 15 hits en route to this lead. Firestone been down 3 a couple of different times. Now trail by 5. They've scratched back twice. Three and 1 count on Ben Hayes. Connor Klein in his second full ending of relief. He is the pitcher of record. He walks him. We'll bring up Cody Von Stein. Von Stein 2 for 3 on the day. Struck out his last time up. Curveball in the dirt, knocked down. Hayes advances on the wild pitch. Welcome back.
Jake Fisher, number 5.
What?
What?
The quarterback. We didn't know because he was hitting left-handed.
Quarterback, point guard.
Yeah. Come on. We
Who's
would
up?
we
What's
would have
up?
known if we were behind it, Div.
Hayes? Hayes still?
Hayes is on second.
Oh, how'd he get there?
He walked.
And a wild pitch?
Yep.
Wow. I see a theme. Von Steen.
I'm up to date already.
You are.
I'm like, hey, coach, it's number 5. Fisher. And his first name is Jake.
Oh. Did you give him the oh, okay.
Thanks. Appreciate you putting that on my card. Jerk.
That one is foul. Off of the hands. Von Steen. He's in line for the victory if he can
Worse, I kind of had
close the door here.
It's actually a little warm over here now. Back to the cold of sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I played indoor sports.
Well, that's my whole thing about skiing, hockey. I don't like the cold, so. But people say, "Oh, you're warm when you ski because you dress up for it." It's still in the snow.
Hockey, you stay pretty warm.
Mm,
You got a lot of pads on.
I never skated.
You stay pretty
I've
warm.
roller skated, but that's not the same thing. That's not very good either.
Yeah, sorry, the couple skate isn't really like hockey.
It can't. If you've seen me skate, it can be. I've been known to take out a grandma or two in a roller. I don't really know how to brake real well.
All right, everybody, it's open skate.
Full count. Swung through by Wallenstein for the strikeout. First out in the inning. That will bring Burrows to the plate. Burrows has scored once, walked twice.
Why does he still have his sunglasses on? Get it.
You're supposed to keep them on the whole game if you wear them. That's one of the schools of thought. I have no
really?
idea why.
That makes no sense.
Because I used to take them off to hit, and somebody said you shouldn't do that. Burrows way late on that one.
Can he even see the ball coming? It's getting dark out. Kidding.
You knew we were going to get a 3-hour game out of the gate.
Hi. Well, I have some flowers coming up in my flower bed.
Wow.
Nice purple flowers. And then about 2 minutes later, after my kids saw them and trampled over them, we are now
Which
back to
one?
Carter.
Oh, that a boy.
And like, you can't stand on it to pick it, buddy. You can't stand on it to pick it. He's got his first skidded shin on rode his bike for the first time. He's all pumped going down the street. Struck him out, by the way.
Right on the outside corner there.
Looking.
Yep.
And went right over the handlebars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Connor Klein got it going here now.
It's easy. It's just, you never forget. Like, it's like riding a bike. Yeah, he forgot. He's like, it's a tricycle, and he's just leaning too far over.
Oh, yeah.
And when you hit a bump, you tend to go over. The bike stays and you continue. It's called continuous motion.
Damian Goosetree, the batter.
We learned a valuable lesson that day. The lesson was, slow down over the big bumps. You're not that good at riding bikes yet.
Ball 2 to Goosetree. Yeah. Bruises are commonplace, man, with young ones, man. Goodness. Scrapes, cuts, ER visits sometimes, unfortunately.
He got a bruise on his cheek. I asked my wife, how'd he get that? If I told you, you won't believe me.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I have no idea. I hope they don't ask me at the doctor's office.
She's like, well, no, how'd he do it? He ran into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
I go, just into the wall? She's like,
Just
yeah.
full go.
He's kind of running and looked at his sister, and
Yeah.
bam! All right.
Goosetree gets it over the head. The drawing in infield. They're going to wisely hold up the base runner. Goosetree now 2 for 4 on the day. And you got to give credit to Firestone. They just won't go away here.
You see they have a new bat boy. I didn't get his name, but
But you're very observant.
he is shorter than the actual bat. That I have seen.
That'll bring Alex Aracey to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in the ball game. Klein gets ahead.
I remember. It was when I was in high school. It used to be cool to wear people wear like baseball gloves or receiving gloves as like winter gloves.
Newman's.
Yeah. Just reminded me because he has gloves and people used to have gloves in their back pocket. Like, where are those? Oh, they're receiving gloves.
And they were really like thick and tacky, nice
Yeah.
gloves.
And then some guys wore the baseball gloves,
Mm-hmm.
especially for
They really didn't keep your hands very warm.
no, they didn't. The receiving gloves don't really keep your hands warm either.
0-2 pitch, grounded to second, throws it over to first, and after 5.5 inning play, Firestone gets a couple of hits and leaves 2 on. After 5.5, it's the Orangemen 12 and the Falcons 7.
Like she'll get into a show or series or something.
Yeah.
But I told her you kind of stalk me sometimes. It takes me out.
Yeah, back to action here in the bottom of the 6th. Orangemen lead 12-7. David Smethers to lead off for the 3rd straight inning.
And our new pitcher,
Alex Cole. Alex Cole.
I don't take that from memory because I don't remember. No, I gotta switch. Who's up? Oh, yeah.
That one is over the head. First step was in there.
That was
And
ugly.
that got him. Smethers, I guess we give him credit for not an infield hit that time.
I would give him credit for that infield hit.
You can still call that an infield hit?
Yeah, because he wasn't anywhere close.
All right. I mean, it's definitely a hit.
It was.
But is it an out in the outfield? Who cares? It's a hit. Hit's a hit.
I think it's infield.
Smethers 3 for 4 now.
Where we at?
Back to the top of the order, and Andrew Nicely. And the hits keep coming for the Orangemen. 16 now in the ball game. Dave Schick will pick a career education player at the game at the conclusion of this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it right back to you.
I'll give you options.
All right, maybe an ABC.
Well, there's one guy. That could be a double play taken.
Should have thrown it.
And it is. Does it himself. 6'3" DP.
I really thought he should have thrown it to.
Yeah, but it worked, didn't it?
It did. I didn't think he was gonna get it there in time.
Nicely smashed that one, but nice job by Eberly. And now 2 down in the inning.
And then all that remained were our shadows, Joe, on the field. Everything else blew away but our shadow. That was very high.
Now the middle of the order's done damage. Well, really the entire order's done damage for the Orangemen.
When you hit through the order
Every
twice.
hitter in the lineup besides the 8-hole tandem of Badaluka and Fisher have hits. So 8 of the 9 guys with hits in the lineup.
Oh, yeah, number 5 is Jake Fisher.
Got it.
Called you out last inning. And then I went over there and talked to the coach. You're in the scorebook, buddy. We won't list you just by number anymore. It's kind of like Cheers. Now everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
And that rhymed.
That was the song. That was a
Oh, yeah.
slogan.
People are all the same.
That was not it. Oh,
That
foul
one's
ball.
got some spin on it. Yeah. 2-2 now on Burkhart, and I'm going to jinx it, but one pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning. Yeah, I said it.
Hit through the rest of the order now.
Dave, how's your NCAA bracket?
I didn't even fill one out.
Yeah, that's probably the best case scenario.
They're like, didn't you want to win $1 billion?
Yeah, I lost that in the second game. No, the first game. Ohio State lost to Dayton. Burkhart strikes out in a 1-2-3 inning finally for the Falcons as they go to last gasp effort time here. They're up in the top of the 7th, trailing by 5. Top of the 7th inning.
Hey-o.
Corbin White going to lead things off. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and he swings through the first one. And Klein is rearing back and firing
Watch.
here.
You had 1, 2, 3 last inning. And now the ball's rolling down the hill now.
Klein swings, grounds it to short. Fielded and thrown in the dirt. And a nice attempt to pick it. Actually, he did pick it, but the throw pulls him off the base. And throw just was rushed there. Didn't need to be. I mean, you got to go quick because it was pretty deep in the hole, but just rust a little bit.
Is that an error?
Is that Fisher?
Is
Yeah,
that
that's an
it?
error. And we have a pinch hitter here, number 21, DeMonte Swain.
E5?
Yeah, E6.
E6.
I wrote E5 down. What is wrong with me?
That's why.
No, E6. I wrote E6. Come on. DeMonte Swain in to hit. Takes strike one. Hey, that sun feels good again, even though it's about to go down.
Swung hard at that one.
I had a 28-mile-an-hour wind reading last time I checked my phone.
Yeah, so that's maybe more official than the 40 I said, but a little more dramatic to say 40.
Well, it still says 66. It certainly doesn't feel like it.
66.
Swain takes that ball. Let me put this out there to you. Player of the game candidates for the Orangemen right now, if they hold on to win, you have Andrew Neal, first baseman for the Orangemen, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. And then you got the guy right here on the hill in line to get the win, as Swain strikes out for the first out of the inning. Connor Klein, if he holds on, he'll get the win on the mound. He's also 3 for 4 at the plate with a pair of doubles. A couple runs batted in.
I think you definitely have to give it to the hitters as much as the pitching as.
But he's done both. He's done both.
Yeah, but
it's a tough call. You got Neal and Klein. One guy, Klein's got 2 doubles and the win on the mound, possibly. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Another pinch hitter here. Oh, actually, this is Alex Cole who came in for James.
yeah.
Ball upstairs. Firestone's had their chances in this ball game. Yeah, yes, they've given up 12 runs, but they've also left 9 guys on base. In the inning, they didn't leave anybody. They got a guy thrown out at second and a guy thrown out at the plate too. So they've had their chances. That one fouled off.
City Series baseball right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program at Firestone High School. It's a rigorous 2-year program designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Also a brand new website there at akronschools.com. Check it out.
Slow curveball fouled off.
Oh my.
As that one's gonna roll foul. Well, we'll put it right back in play. 2-2 count on Alex Cole. They can get a couple more guys on.
Looked at it.
That one. Cole seemed surprised by it, but he gets the call. And now Klein.
Oh, what? He's going to call it tight at 7:30?
Why would he do that? Klein now with 5 strikeouts on the hill.
Oh,
Slow deuce. Neverly on for the 4th time. 3 walks and a hit by pitch, so his on-base percentage is soaring right now. And that will bring Ben Hayes to the plate. Three, 4, and 5 due up here. 12-7, Ellet hanging on. evens the count with the fastball. As I ruffle my papers, Les Nessman style. Les Nessman, that's taking it back too.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah. I was just laughing because the referee or the umpire checking the watch.
Yeah, man, the zone seems to have widened out a little bit. Huh. He's cold. He's guns too. He's cold. They're down to their last strike. Are the Falcons? Klein with a much, just when you throw strikes, you seem to work faster, go right at people. It helps your defense out too. First game of the season for both of these squads. That one lined out right to the third baseman, and that will do it.
That'll end it here, and I said I would give the player of the game to Klein with the win and 2 doubles to show the wheels out on the track there.
So Connor Klein, you're going to give him the career education player of the game.
That I am.
Wow. Yeah, you said Klein he had 3 hits, 2 doubles, got the win on the mound, only gave up 2 earned runs, and today that was more than enough to get a victory on the mound. Congratulations to Connor Klein and Ellet Orangemen. They go to 1-0 overall. Klein gets the win. Eberly takes the loss for the Falcons, who dropped to 0-1 in this premier opening day telecast. Well, partner, we'll hopefully be as warm but less windy next time. We'd like to thank everybody who make this one possible. For Ryan Dumont and the guy bringing you all the footage, Battle in the Wind, Peter George. He's Dave Schick. I'm Joe Pakanski. We'll see you next time.